Hey guys, welcome to part 21 of Forspoken. We just got a new gliding ability and we're going to be using that to explore the rest of Visoria today, so let's get to it. So this is where we are right now. I've got the new gliding ability, and one thing I forgot to do yesterday is complete the challenge for it. So that's what I'm going to be doing there and exploring the rest of this place. Here's the skill. The skill is float here. It says stay airborne for 6 seconds or more. That's it for the challenge. Can we just try like this?
Doing is fun.
Forgive me for trying to lighten the mood.
Smooth.
Another force challenge completed. Alright, so we get reduced the stamina cost and also blue magic +1. Now the last one is over in the Visorian Plateau, and that's also where we're going to be exploring today. It's just called Alb.
That'll come in handy.
Woo! Perfect 10.
Well, that rather depends on what we're judging you on.
Alright, it's fighting time. Let's see what we want. You know what? I'll stick with Frey's magic here. We got a couple of Tantasila's soldiers on this side.
That's not doing much.
Ow. Ow.
Get out of the way.
Yeah.
Oh, and there's also a lantern here as well. Can I target this lantern? Or do I have to wait for it? Oh, this one. We need to take care of this one first. Okay. So these lanterns, it's either one whereby you have to take care of it and then the illusion disappears. Oh, and that was it. It was just one lantern. And that took away all the illusion. Because if we did not take down that lantern, everything would have still been there and we would have been fine there infinitely. Because this is all the illusionary that Tanta Olus's spells are like. But yeah, magical powers are increased.
I put in some serious work there.
It was an acceptable effort, yes.
This feels foreboding.
That's never stopped you before.
It is way too quiet in here.
Ah, the calm before the storm.
Calm before the storm. I like it like that. Calm for first, and then louder later for the eruption to begin. Oh, we have an archive right at the beginning here. It's actually the writings of Heretic Soldier 5. Crisis averted. We discovered that some of the first Tanta's inscriptions contain instructions on how to dismantle the weapon. Obviously, we had to find them all and purge every lost trace of them. It would be foolish to allow an Amphian access to such knowledge. This threat now removed, our victory seems all but certain. Really? Where are you guys?
This was the instruction manual.
Well, I'm afraid any useful information it might have contained is long gone. A crying shame.
Hey, come at me.
Come at me, dudes.
Scared.
Let's show them a thing
Okay,
or
so let's go
three.
chainboat here. It is the nightmares looking to play. I need to go with one person to... Oh. They're not looking to play, they're looking to vanish. That was quick. Is it gonna be that massive eyeball again? No. It's a Bandersnatch.
Why? Why is this a thing?
I wonder if it might be.
Oh yeah, let's stick with the water one. Let's go for it. Here.
Okay.
Let's see if this is going to be vulnerable to it. No, but we're still doing a lot of damage to it. We poisoned it as well.
Well,
you know what? I'm gonna go cluster because it stands in one place. Level 1 should be fine, right? Nope. Okay, it ran into it.
You're
Perfect.
looking a little more accomplished all of a sudden.
We've got a new cloak called the Relum. Relum? An ancient garment that was hidden away in the deepest depths of a dungeon. Improves the critical hit rate of support magic and boosts support magic recharge speed when health is full. Okay, I can dig with this as well. I like it. I like the details, what we can get there. It's all around support magic, and I use a lot of support magic as well.
Beyond the door, she was greeted by the most miraculous sight.
Somewhere to lie the fuck down.
Hey, we got a new archive. It says Visoria Castle, towering Edelise. Visoria Castle towers imposingly over the land beneath it, visible for miles around. Within its walls resides the bulk of the great scholarly works of Athia, making it a storehouse of knowledge from across the centuries. As the number of books and the need for storage grew over the years, so did the great tower of the castle, until finally it's toppled by an earthquake, or so the stories say. So the earthquakes pretty much said, no more books please, it's just too much. So we've opened up more places in Visoria Plateau. All across over here is a ruins and a photo spot. We've already been to that refuge, so that's the behind part over here. And across over here, just went to that labyrinth there. Can't get to the mutant at the top left, but there's a ruins that we need to explore over here in between that and the refuge. That's our main spot. Monuments and an extra photo spot over here as well. So plenty of stuff to do in this area.
Almost there.
Roger that.
Roger Dodger at the ruins of Makata. I see some enemies over here. Yep, they're sleeping. Time to wake
Don't
them
let
up.
them outflank you.
Not gonna happen.
And from that, there's more coming through. Their brethren have arrived. I may have done that earlier, so I'm just gonna leave it for level 3. And with that, the chest is now available to be opened up here.
That's the stuff.
Let's see. What do we got here?
We've got Audacious, a cloak once worn by Tanta Olas and her sojourns into the field. When Cuff blocks while stamina is at maximum, some of the damage received will be taken from your stamina. Oh, I see. So instead of the health, it'll just be taken from my stamina instead. It kind of reminds me of the magic armor from Zelda games, whereby once you get hit by the enemy, it just gets taken away from your magic consumption rather than your health. And when you have 0, was it rupees? I think it's based on rupees, right? Something around that. So our defensive powers have improved, +5. Wait, before we go here, look how many mana wells to be sucked up over here. And the good thing is I can just run around it. I don't have to really collect it and stand on top of it. We'll be able to get all of them. Just like that. Alright, so we're going to be taking a photo of this gate here. So over to the ruins of Horn, and it's crowded with so much of these guys here right now. So we're going to prep up. Prep everything and just burn everything with the fire and the flames.
Alright.
That gives us extra magical powers.
Didn't even give him time to blink. I never said we're going.
But we are. We're going into the depths of this nightmare.
Are you sure?
I want some new nails.
Not until we get a little closer.
Oh, more coming in.
Bring in the pain.
So our new nail design is called Frostbite. A nail design thought to call on the power of ice. Occasionally causes attack magic spells charged beyond a certain level to stop enemies where they stand. So most of our kind of attacks that we see here is usually poison related. This one's a pretty cool one. I like to check this one out. And oh, this one's for sealer specific spells. Okay, we'll get you out and we'll put in Frostbite because I would like to see these enemies getting frozen. It is time for the Nightmare's Roost. Welcome to a vision of what once was the Visorian Plateau. In order to keep the nearby city from danger, Frey will need to fight back a horde of marauding broken. Take out all the enemies within the time limit. Seems simple enough. Maximum is mana +6 and ringstones. Lovely. Let's get to it.
And stay there.
Still some birdies. Got my chain up here.
Huh. Right in the sweet spot.
Next up over there. So I think during the birds I got hit once, so my bonus is not max capped right now currently. Oh, Frey! 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 Oh my god. Okay. That lost me some time. It was kind of shaky, but did we get it?
Always such a success.
Let's see. Let's see if we did get it. Oh, we did get it. We did get the first time bonus. I felt as though that it was kind of slow when I was stuck onto the top of the cliff there. Other than that, we did well. We did well. It is extra go to this. Okay. One of those crocodiles. So
One might be a little beyond us.
let's set up. Legion out.
Hard pass.
Felicite out.
Let's find another way.
Get hit minusly. Let me get in the ground. I'd rather go in the ground and throw the arrows that
I need
way.
to take a step back.
I magic spell.
Damn.
Get out of the way.
Oh, I'm not gonna get out of the way. I'm nearly done at this, dude.
Alright, this is getting ridiculous.
Wonder what's at the top of this one.
Hopefully not monsters.
Or at least we can actually get from the bottom entrance as we are now in Callan
I'd
Guild.
imagine you'll have this wrapped up pretty quickly. You know
Ooh,
which
brick
spell to
zombies.
use,
Okay, so
correct?
now they're coming up the stairs.
Yes. So shut up.
Oh, this was a part of it. Okay. This guy was like hiding somewhere down beneath the basement or something. Okay. Magical powers increase. +1. Free tree mountain. Onto the refuge spot.
This seems like a good place to take a rest, don't you think?
Hey, look at this archive right here. So this archive actually stayed out. It's the boy's diary ambushed. Robian shook me awake in the middle of the night and said we had to leave right away. I was still half asleep and I didn't have a clue what was going on, but I just dragged myself up and stumbled after him. I heard screams behind us and what sounded like monsters, but I didn't look back. I couldn't. It was only when we finally got far away enough to do a head count that I realized more than half of us hadn't made it. Which again, there's still no name of the boy of who is actually in this adventure.
Look who's starting to understand where humans can and can't sleep.
Rather a niche skill, I'd imagine. But thank you.
Okay, there's some enemies looking around us, but what are you guys looking around us for? Is it outside you guys are looking around us? Oh yeah, you guys are inside here. Trying to gatekeep this treasure.
Wonder if anyone's inside.
If there is, they won't be human anymore.
It sure wasn't.
Consumables.
So this one is Visoria Besieged, the final testament of a man who watched his parents fall to the crazed creatures that attacked his village. He seems to have fled to safety after witnessing the tragedy and then trapped into the chaos that followed. His words are bleak and with good reason. He writes of listening to his parents, horrifying death cries even as the break moves closer to his hiding place. So again, just the break happened here and he's just talking about what happened in Visoria, which Olas didn't really care for any of their people from based around all these archives we visit here. All she really cared about is her experiments. Oh, another enemy appeared. It's just the birdies here. If it's birdies, I'm gonna just get my water magic spells out.
We got this. I can't help it. They're so fucking clingy.
Alright, all good.
That's the stuff. Now let's find something we can really get our teeth into. It may be too late for that.
Oh, Breakstorm? Oh boy. Alright, we gotta run. Oh, that's why there was one, because there's a giant nightmare over here. So, giant nightmares, I'm not gonna do any giant nightmares now. It's best advice to do it post-game. That's what the game says. So I'll be taking that advice. So Golden Hills Monument. What was the monument I couldn't reach? Ah, yes. We may be able to get this one because we do have to hover here. I'm gonna mark this one down. Let's give this a shot.
I don't like the look of this.
Perfect.
Wait, what's that?
I'm done. So I can't really go any further. So let's
Almost
carry
there.
on with the main story.
Roger
This is the
that.
only progression we can do here.
Another gate.
And quite possibly another ne'er-do-well lying in wait. Keep your wits about you.
Oh, there's the lanterns. So there's gonna be a lot of illusions. We need to take out the lanterns. That one's getting blocked off, so you have to defeat the enemies on that side.
Shit.
Indeed.
Yes. We got this.
I do hope we do have this right now. Okay, that one's done, and I have to just go around to the corners here. I like using the rage slice. Okay, I want to lock on. Okay, here we go. So these ones are all done. Now it's just those three at the middle now.
It's now or never. Give that lamp what for.
All right, one is down. So just take. Oh, there's two of them down right now. So where's the other one now? Oh, this guy?
Nice work. Now smash that lantern.
That guy was protecting this lantern? Really? Oh, we also get 100 plus stamina. Sweet.
All right. Let's move.
Well, aren't we determined?
We are determined indeed to find her. That's for sure. Let's see if these doors can open over here. Let's check things out. Oh yeah, we can kick these open. So if that is the case, let me just look into the map here. Is that gonna give us higher access to the open areas now? Oh yeah, look at this. So this crosses over here. This is the tower itself. So we can take the detour here to look into Tanta's the Mesne over here.
This ought to be good. All right. Aw, worried you might get a little scratch.
A little scratch should actually give us some extra magical powers. Awesome.
Well, that was straightforward enough.
Easy for you to say.
So over in Fort Bellata, and there's gonna be another
monsters.
fort whereby we have to take care of these lanterns again.
No, I'm not gonna do that.
Take care of them out, the illusions get disappeared, and it's kind of like a run, right? From doing that, every lantern we see, or any enemy we see, there's gonna be a lantern nearby it. So rage on.
Carefully. You need to beat the ones connected to the lamp.
That's what I'm doing, Mr. Clough. You know what? Let me link this one in. Are we
Now's
good?
your chance. The lantern's unprotected.
Got it.
Looks like we're done here.
It does, doesn't it?
Astoso's Guild. It says scour the area because this place is locked now. We have to find a way in from here.
I just want to sit down.
Alright, looks like we have to bombard this guild from top to bottom. This opens up the Nicoline Guild. And this is situated in South Plateau. I've never been there. Oh boy, I need to switch back to flame.
No sweat. Ha-ha. Dun 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 dun.
Not a
Oh, it's just only
particularly
one hiding
exacting
in here.
opponent.
Oh,
But we
you want
can't
me to make
open up
things
from
more
here.
Interesting for you?
Oh, what's this photo? It's just the old photo of how Visoria used to be. Visions of Visoria, a painting of a farmer tending to his livestock on the wind-swept Visorian plains. The majority of Visoria has always been consisted of vast open grasslands such as these, with little in the way of forests or mountains to speak of. This, in combination with the warm sea air blowing in land all year long, made it a realm particularly suited to the rearing of livestock in the days before the break. AKA, I feel as though this is kind of like an area whereby you can parkour around, but if you don't have any parkour magic to be floating around of zipping left and right, then it's gonna be a land of nowhere.
Visoria actually used to be pretty nice.
Yes, well, I wouldn't recommend a move just yet.
Must have been a library.
Oh, it's the library. Kamal Library. This library is smaller than the other one, but it feels more constructed than before, because the other one was like in tears, like it was in rubble. You didn't really see much of anything here. So we've got the Warboats Part 2. The boys' boat sailed swift and true, outpacing the warboats behind him, and no sooner had he made land than he began to run. The last thing he remembered was telling one of the soldiers at the nearby fort or something, but suddenly he did not remember why he had been in such a hurry. Perhaps he had been fraying, but of what? All after that point was a haze. That same boy still sets out every morning to fish, and the war is long since past. Oh yes, that was the first time. The part one was whereby he was fishing and then all those warboats are happening, and he's just like, nah, I don't really care, I still want to fish. Oh, what do we have here? This one says, Visoria's gift to Aphia. In the old days, Tanta Olas would often speak to her subjects of the vital role of education in the pursuit of a brighter future. She practiced what she preached by erecting libraries all over Aphia, filling them with books containing wisdom from every one of the realms. Many an Aphian learned about the world around them from the pages of these painstakingly curated books, returning their homes and communities to share the priceless knowledge that they garnered. Okay, so she was the culprit of all those books everywhere for people to learn. So she was the kind of creator onto it. Okay. I thought that the other Tantas had some part to it, but it was all due to Olas. Visoria, the good old days. A painting of Visoria's oldest and most venerated library. The Visorians saw knowledge as a resource more valuable than any other and built institutions such as this one in order that the people might have the best chance of acquiring it. So high was the overall level of education that even the smallest children in the most far-flung villages was able to read and took pleasure in doing so, which we was discussing in the earlier chapters in Sapao, that most of the kids there didn't know how to read and write, and one of the councilmen was trying to teach them. But yeah, in this place here, Olas was able to help them out with reading and writing.
Will it ever look like this again?
Not as long as the break remains, I fear.
Pretty much. Let's go up to the second floor, as there is another archive over here. It says the Visorian resistance. The Reddit continued their march through Visoria, and brave defenders of Aphia continued to fall before them. Villages was razed and citizens captured, and before long the invaders held away over the bare part of the once proud realm. But still the armies of the homeland did not falter. Still they resisted, denying the Reddit the stranglehold they so fervently desired. It was the undying spirit, this unwavering faith in the face of insurmountable odds, that doubtless drove Aphia's forces on in the great battle that followed. Yes, because Reddick soldiers was doing really well in the beginning, as we have seen from the archives from the labyrinth, and then there was a certain point of coming over to Visoria that they was getting scared from most of the things that they heard from, and that's where the overturn happened in this place here.
It's some kind of war diary.
And by the look of it, whoever wrote it had plenty to write about.
Indeed.
What one might call
and that's it for the archives, because the enemies are coming in now. I knew it was gonna get ambushed some way, just like how the other library was.
How
Okay,
about this?
disperse it. Let's drop down that
Be a little
disperse.
more patient.
There's so many coming in here now. Should I just go water spells here? Okay. Water spells, cluster boat. We're running out of here.
You seem very focused all of a sudden.
Yeah, feeling super sharp.
And that takes care of it.
It's just up ahead.
So in the frame we go, and what picture we be taking over here that's so important in Academy Hills? It's another set of rocks by a crater. Number 44. So one photo spot to be taken over in Academy Hills at the edge. Now we're going to be seeing over in this region how it does. Let's take the photo of what we're going to get this time. Oh, just the library we just went over to. Okay, so zoom in.
Huh. Bring it! Whoa.
That went well.
That went roll for
Bet it did.
60%.
That asshole.
Okay, it's vulnerable
That's
to
not
using
doing much.
our own spells here. Awesome. And I think that should be the last of it, the burst shot. It's also another place further down. Oh, again, South Plateau. We had the guild from earlier, now it's a refuge.
Valuable.
Okay. Oh, is it? Please don't say it's lantern time.
I guess.
Lantern time with nightmare is gonna be a
Got you on
nightmare.
your toes now. Hey. Right on the money.
So it really wasn't. But instead we do get our award, the nail design lit. A nail design thought to maximize potential. Increases the damage dealt by attack magic when surge magic is fully charged. We've had one of those before with those conditions. But it does sure look lit.
Hold
But it's
on.
gonna be kept in my depository.
Yeah, kind of tired after that. This should be easy enough.
It's resistant to it, so let's go fire.
How coming?
Come on.
How's that?
I don't like the
Is
look
that
of
good?
this.
It's still resisted. But we still get it out. It's a small one. Small cluster of monsters just to pick up extra magical powers in this area.
I'm getting to be one tough customer.
Looks like this one hasn't completely collapsed.
Sure
Better
hasn't,
check it out
because
quick
there's a
then.
lantern right here.
Careful. These are the Taunters chosen.
Yeah, I think it is the lantern. Yep, it is. So ideally, I was kind of crafty there, but all you have to do is just take out those two lanterns just to get these magical powers to have increased.
Reasonably
The illusions are
impressive, I
now
suppose.
bye-bye, disappeared.
Reasonably? Kiss my ass.
Get out of the way.
He just like ran straight through the wall. Oh,
All right,
damn.
time for some
Now he's getting
surgical
eaten up by it.
This should be good. This looks like a big one. I'm not sure we can guarantee it won't fall down while you're inside, you know?
Bob,
If
the only
you're
thing we can do is just try it, right?
Really not working.
Something?
Here's a shot.
I'm trying to do as much as I can
All
here.
right. Yeah. Uh-oh. Ah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Try this.
How do you feel?
Like everything's
I feel powerful as magical powers are yet again increased.
clear. It's fucking awesome.
Huh. These people weren't fighting monsters. They were fighting each other.
Lots of purple dots.
Monsters.
And lots of purple dots mean it's time to use my
Let's
surge
go.
magic.
There it is. Huh. Take that.
Wow, I'm just missing each of my fan votes.
The moment she set foot in the ruin, up went the most awful noise.
Stop it.
But damn it for us. Because we're now in the ruins of Augusta. And I think it's going to be a lot of
Look
awful
out.
noise for Deb.
Nope.
And a bit.
not working.
Holy smokes. So this is what we're going to do currently in Tantas de Mesny, as the rest of them is nearby the main story part, which we'll explore later. But next we're going to be going to get our spell.
Look, water.
So now this is going to be taking ourselves a closer look to begin the last spell for Tanta Prov. A new spell has been learned, and it is called Alb. Dramatically reduces the damage caused by a single incoming unblockable or piercing attack. Now with this given, let's head over to the refuge spot and we can get our new challenge set up. So it says, receive incoming piercing or unblockable attacks while under the effect of Alb. It has to be done 10 times for here.
Really was miraculously fast.
Let's see, should we have a check over here to see with these guys here?
This should be easy enough.
If only that
So
were
I've
true
got
of
the
every
thing
map.
active, and that's one. But how long do I have it for though?
Get out of the way.
Does that count as two? No. It's already done. So we just have to wait for the next cooldown for it to arrive again. So we should look when the blue marker or the red marker appears when they're about
You
to
don't hang
attack,
around,
then
do you?
activate Alb right
No
away.
point wasting time.
Oh yes, now I know where we need to go. We need to go to Homestead Hills next. So we're going to be covering this part.
You might be able to take a nice pic. This will be a good one.
So we're going to be taking a new photo in the new region Homestead Hills, but what's going to be the first photo? Alright, zoom out and let's take the photo.
Looks like this one hasn't completely collapsed.
Better check it out quick then.
We've got lots of minions around and a massive bear that wants to take us out.
Look out!
All he has to do is that personal attack and we got the challenge completed.
Be safe.
One more in the bag.
And all done while we take out this bear. And also on top of it, we'll get some magical powers that have increased.
Do I sense you getting better at this, Frey?
So the effect duration has extended, plus we'll be getting blue magic +1. But as you can see here, Prov's magics of all the challenges have been completed, and we've got the full extent to the blue magic that we can hold.
No doubt about it. You're getting better at this.
But we are currently here in Homestead Hill, as there's still more places to explore down the hills and seeing if there is more to be covered in Visoria. At least though we've gotten everything completed,
getting
the
a little
challenges
deeper here.
that we have for Tanta
End of the
Pro's
break, you
magic.
mean?
And
Okay,
tomorrow
let me know
we'll
if it gets
continue
worse.
on to finish everything off
Of
with
course,
Visoria
just don't
before
rely
taking
entirely
on
on me.
Tanta Olas. So without further ado, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next part.